Okay. What is up going on, everybody? How's everybody doing this afternoon? I hope you guys can hear me okay. This is the first time I've used OBS in a while. And as you can see, I'm doing this a little bit differently. First of all, as you can see from the title, I'm not trying to do any clickbait. This is legitimately really real, and I just want to give a nice response because when I did that outside video yesterday, first of all, thank you for everybody who watched that video and commented. Even if you don't like what I have to say and you want to brand me as the wonderful Porter Rock so solemnly says, I, Pony of Twitter, do swear by the office of the President of Twitter and Sony to defend from insults, so say we all, he's a racist. It's an echo. I don't know why it's actually an echo. Yeah. Oh, maybe that would be why. That better? Is that better now? Do. Better? Let me know if there's an echo because I was using two voice things, so maybe that's why there was an echo. Okay, I think there's actually no echo now. All right, cool. So anyway, so as Porter Rock so solemnly said, you know, I, Pony of Twitter, do solemnly swear to defend from insults off with his head. And I'm not trying to, honestly, say what I did. A small buzz. Maybe I turned down the volume. I haven't used OBS in like freaking forever. Oh, you know what? What about that? That better now? Do. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Duggan, Resurrection in the chat. I appreciate the help. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So the whole concept that, everybody wants to brand me a racist because I legitimately made a poor joke, was in poor taste towards the Japanese. I really think there's no really need to honestly automatically brand me, and basically attack me like a witch hunt. I think that is like so stupid, and that's why the wonderful thing on the thing shows the little war with the combat thing. But I get Porter Rock is just trying to make sense and just trying to bring it from a logical standpoint. Shout out to Porter Rock because even though he did use my footage and I could flag him, I'm not gonna do that because I'm not a dick. But I am gonna say that when he showed what I said in my other video about about the whole concept that if it's not your culture, don't worry about it. He kind of got a little triggered, and he thought that was like absolutely absurd. I totally stand by that concept because we live in an age where this age is so fucked up and stupid. This world has so many problems and so many issues, not only in America but in other places that you can't really afford to honestly you can't honestly afford to be offended by anything. And I think how I was raised was always think solely about yourself. Don't really care about others unless it's your significant other, unless it's your family, friends, so on and so forth. But like we shouldn't be mad because someone because a whole bunch of PlayStation dudes got mad because I made a PlayStation joke. You automatically want to brand me a racist. Okay, I mean, does that mean that if you suddenly attacked Xbox, I would call you a racist? No. I would think it would actually be personally funny in my point of view. I think it would be funny. And then all these Twitter things. and apologize if I'm actually not looking directly at it. Like, shout out to Mr. Loaded Goods on my Twitter. You know, he's been really funny. Um, shout out to Herman Gettenberg on Twitter. He's been really hilarious. The people that continue to ask these ask these dumbass questions like, isn't there a class in Bloodborne that represents me? Well, Bloodborne is garbage. And but at least Bloodborne is not a walking simulator where you have to where it's trying to tell you to endorse an Apple Watch to put the Apple Watch to the DualShock controllers, and every time you move the character forward, it records a step. So by the time you're done, you might have 500 steps, you might have 2,000. You don't really know. But it's the same thing with The Last of Us. You could do you could actually record steps as you're finding your way to finding Ellie, or record how many strokes you take while you're trying to give Ellie the board in those like nice little water levels. It endorses swimming. And as for the joke, I understand people think it's in poor taste. I understand people have a certain stigma about me now, if that wasn't there already from last year. But I do appreciate everybody that still has stuck around and still doesn't care. And and I quick shout out to like the people like Hebot who basically said this world is filled with people. You have to be considerate of other people. I appreciate that. Shout out to Mr. Cyclonus, because Cyclonus did something really, really, actually really intelligent, and he said this whole thing is stupid, and people are just looking to wait to up their content. The one thing that Mr. Porterrock's video did do that I didn't know, which is why I was getting so much flack, was the concept that he actually did a 2-hour video just on not only me but other people, and I got a shit ton of views. Oh my lord! Like, I haven't gotten that many views in such a long time, but so I appreciate it. But the funny part was that the last thing you want to do if someone is causing so much bad distress, and so much like basically bad blood in the community, you don't want to bring it up, because the first thing people are going to do when they hear, well, what did this person do, I want to see this person, they're going to go directly to my channel. So if you don't want to give me any traction, just don't bring my name up and don't show my content, because then you're just bringing everybody straight to me, and that's just that kind of doesn't really make any sense. That would be like, unless I wanted to give someone attention, like the concept that I put Porter Rock's icon on here. Yeah, I'm giving him attention because he said some intelligent things. He has his point of view, and we're all entitled to our own point of view. I mean, it is honestly a free country. But I just want to point out there that that comment that was on Dealer's video that everybody has probably seen on Twitter. You know, if I wanted to make that, completely and utterly racist, I totally could have done that. But it was a joke. It was my personal point of view, and everybody has their own sense of humor. Like for example, if I think someone getting high and then falling off a chair is funny. Someone might not think that's funny. I think that's funny, but somebody else's point of humor might not think that's funny. We all crack jokes, and we all have our own sense of humor, but other people don't necessarily agree with your sense of humor. Everybody has something that makes them laugh, or makes them find humor, and to me that was just my point of humor. And but if I wanted to, and that was like kind of, I was explaining this to, shout out to Halo Storm, because I was explaining this to him. Like, if, that was like my OG sense of humor. If I wanted to go from OG Goku to super ultra instinct Goku and make it super racist, I could have done that. But I'm not, I don't do that, because if had I done that, not only would all day be pissed off, but the whole community would have actually been pissed off. And then the other thing that Porter Rock said, that not a lot of people are acknowledging this, only a small portion of, shout out to them. I mean, maybe it's because everybody else has balls. I don't really know. I mean, maybe they just don't give a shit. Maybe it's the concept that you think about what you personally think is important, and not really bother about somebody else's problems. I mean, could be a whole bunch of different things. Um, but I want some feedback on this next discussion, because I'm kind of curious how many people watch this video would be interested in seeing me do this. I'm thinking of buying a new a camera, and actually making a documentary of how my daily life goes, and it would be like, if any of you guys have watched documentaries, of like of stars, and see how their like day-to-day life goes. How many of you guys would actually be interested in seeing see my life recorded through a microscope, and see how I actually personally live, and not only that, but actually make more documentaries like the one I did outside, me walking around, be more professional about the way the videos are recorded. I would be kind of interesting how many you guys would like to see that, because if you'd like to see that, I will invest in an actual camera. I will record the outside environments around this place, and I even have a cameraman already set up for it. But it'd be kind of cool, and open, the documentary would like open with a song, and like black and white, and then be like, it's just like documentary by me, see me wake up, see what I do on a day to day, like on an average day, just to see my point of life, and just to show that I'm just the average person, just I I do have a life. Everybody assumes I don't have a life, but I do have a life. Uh, Mind you, that life mainly pertains of sleeping, Xbox, and going into work. But I do actually have a life, and it is actually it's quite a very, very subtle and very peaceful life. Mainly due to the fact because I don't actually have a girlfriend, nor do I want one. So, but hey, whatever. The absence of the heart makes everybody fonder. Um, but I mean, shout out to the 6 people watching. I appreciate it. But I just want to give a everybody who's attacking me on Twitter. You can attack me all you want. I don't really care. Um, if anybody thinks like I should feel sorry for what I said, I don't. Because again, it's my point of view. Again, we're all entitled to our own point of view. But I think everybody seriously, especially in the age that we live in, and this world is fucked up. And if you think this world is also fucked up, if everybody's falling on hard times, and everybody, and I get people don't, I get the concept people don't like racism. I get that. But the whole concept was I wasn't trying to be racist. If I was trying to be racist, it would be totally, totally different. Um, but again, wasn't trying to be racist. And everybody who's watched this channel knows what I've done to certain people in this community, and everybody knows like if I want to try to do something, it comes out completely different than the way it says. And my boy Loaded was actually kind of funny. He's like, you're not racist. I haven't seen you at any KKK meetings. And I just burst out laughing because that was funny. That was just really freaking funny. I was like, yeah, I'm not wearing those white jackets. I'm not walking down the streets of Dallas. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, no. Anybody who's played Wolfenstein 2 knows that's what one of the levels is. It's kind of funny. But I shout out to Loda, because Loda was really funny about that. He made that comment, and then other people are upset. I get the concept that you can feel the way you feel, but get it that I'm the type of person that I do this for entertainment. I do this for to have some fun, and I also do this because I like gaming, which leads me to the last point that I want to make, because I don't want to make this this broadcast more than 20 minutes, is everybody that attacks me was ponies. I don't like that concept, which is why it's really annoying. Hey, Rebby, no, I'm talking about multiple stuff. It's not just about the Twitter thing. But if you don't know Rebby, I discovered new information that I wanted to bring up, that wanted to make a point. Everybody on that Twitter feed, they were all PlayStation dudes. And the point that Porter Rock made in his 2-hour video, he made a 2-hour video just on this concept, which was kind of funny. I don't think I honestly deserve that much credit, but um, uh, the amount of people that attacked me were ponies, and I just don't necessarily like that very much, because I think that's just not really credible. I mean, you like what you like, you should own that shit and just grow some balls. And lastly, some people have actually blocked me. To those that may actually concern if they ever even watch this, I'm not mad at you. I could do a 180 and totally attack you, but I'm not going to do that because I understand what you did, as you felt that you needed to, uphold the standard of community. And when when you're trying to grow a channel, you don't want to be associated with someone that might bring you down. I get that, but I just don't understand how someone could legitly, honestly, just like backstab you after 3 months, and then they see another side of you, and they just like turn tail and ran, and that's just kind of annoying. And but that's just me. And Cray is right. You need to stop addressing and keep the gaming. And I mean, it's already died down, Cray. I don't have 100 notifications on my Twitter no more. Um, uh, the other thing is, this is the last part of the video. The whole concept where Microsoft is creating the Do Not Disturb option. This is where you can gets into gaming content. The whole concept of the people will stop caring. I mean, Revy, will people actually stop caring? I don't know. I mean, do people actually stop caring that we have Trump as a president? I mean, I don't know. Do people actually stop caring eventually? I mean, it depends on how much depends how much you care. I mean, and but I do appreciate everybody that did not do that. But anyway, so back to the do not disturb. I do not believe that Microsoft should have a do not disturb, option, because you can just turn off notifications, so on and so forth. Sorry, my phone is going off. But like and Microsoft wants to reamp the achievement system. I think that's a good thing. And my other friend was saying how back in the day on 360, you had different parts on your profile where you could be casual, hardcore, professional. I think they should honestly bring those back. But like anybody who buys gold honestly should be in it for the multiplayer social experience. You don't buy gold just to go offline and just disappear and not interact with anybody. That's just what I personally think. So I think the just do not disturb option might be a good thing for those who want to watch football, and don't want to be bothered and during family time movies and stuff like that. But other than that, I think that people could just turn off notifications and problem would be solved. But anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for the 7 people watching. I appreciate the new candor again. Thanks for everybody who has supported me during this issue. Shout out to Cray, shout out to Revy, shout out to Douglas who helped me with the mic issue in the beginning of the video. And again, that's just my personal thoughts. Mortal Kombat! Nah, I'm kidding. But stay safe. Have a good weekend. I'm going to try to think of something else to talk about in the next week, but we'll see what recent what new experiences come out. But next week I have to work. I have to work like 20 hours, which is gonna be insane. But if you guys are interested in seeing that documentary point of view of my life and me, shooting those type of videos, let me know in the comment section below if it would be interesting to watch. If assuming I edit it right, and interview sections would be, interview questions, would be, implemented as well. So it'd be, it would be really professional. Be kind of interesting to see, from, me basically giving myself my own personal interview. If you guys are interested in seeing that type of video, let me know. I'm kind of interested in actually buying that type of camera. But again, shout out to Cray, shout out to Revy, shout out to Douglas, shout out to Loaded, shout out to everybody on my Twitter feed, shout out to Hebot, and those who say I'm on my own, cause I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me. No. Alright, this is T Reaper. Thanks for watching, and thanks for the support. I do appreciate it. Stay safe, and don't be triggered. I'm out.